beautiful Gemini, what's going on, guys? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your February 15th through the 29th love tarot reading. This is going to be your mid-month. So I put up a poll on Instagram about a couple days ago and I said, yo, I'm really sorry that the February 2020 readings were super late, which I do apologize for, guys. That was my fault. But I mentioned, would you rather me do the mid-months but more of a quick and straight to the point version, or would you rather me skip over them and do the March 2020 readings? You guys voted for the mid-month that is more quick and straight to the point, so we're going to get into that. As always, you guys know these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome. If not, they're not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers we got here on YouTube. These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa. Take them how they resonate. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below, and you can check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you want to look into my family's life. Nonetheless, let's take a look here and see what's going on for Team Gemini, okay? Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout February 15th through the 29th. It's so weird because I want to say 31st, but it's February, man. Messages for Team Gemini here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout February 15th through the 29th. Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout February 15th through the 29th. Let's get one last shuffle in for Gemini, and then we'll go ahead and see what messages we got rolling through. What's cracking, baby? Gemini, your overall energy of the reading is the Tower. Oh, shit. Can be connecting with a Scorpio or have Scorpio energy in your chart. Now, you are ruled by Mercury, so, of course, during this time, February 16th, we have Mercury retrograde in Pisces in full effect. So, you're ruled by you're ruled by Mercury. Tower card is here. Can be connecting with a Scorpio. Jumping into your current energy, though, 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Person you're connecting with, we got here a Justice card, can be dealing with a Libra. Outcome that's present is the King of Swords. So, I feel like you're in a position right now, Gemini, where this retrograde's doing you good, because this Tower moment isn't about complete frustration and destruction of everything that's around you. It is about nothing but massive realizations left and right of how you are going to live an abundant life. You know, the signs and confirmations are really living up to its name. So I feel like you're in a period right now, Gemini, where you're taking your abundance and your happiness very seriously, and you're not letting anything come in and fuck that up. Now, the thing about Mercury retrograde is that, you know, we could either work with Mercury or we can work against it. When Mercury retrograde comes, it likes to show us a lot of lessons. It likes to show us what's going on in our life that we may need to reevaluate. That's why Mercury is so keen on check what you're doing 3 times before you make a choice, before you do it. Because Mercury wants to show you what your wrongs are, how to right your wrongs, and it also wants to show you what you shouldn't be resonating with, because here's a path that is better suited for you. So it's always trying to be a constant teacher, or more so a consistent teacher. And with this 10 of Pentacles, you're in a space right now where it's like, I've gone through Mercury my whole life. You know, you've gone through the retrograde seasons your whole life because it's been happening 3 times a year since you were born. And you are in a position right now where you're like, no matter if I'm ruled by it or not, that gives me the advantage to work with the energy. So 10 of Pentacles to the Justice card, you've been balancing out your life. You've been doing a lot of spring cleaning is what I'm seeing here, okay? Justice card, 10 of Pentacles. Spring cleaning. Kicking out people who don't make you feel balanced. Kicking out things and habits in your life that drag one of those parts of the scales down. Because in order to have an equal balance, in order to have an equal scale, is to be doing things that are influencing you in a positive way versus things that are influencing you in a negative way. So I feel like you've been in a space, Gemini, where you've really been focusing on things that keep you equal, balanced, and healthy. And if there has been anything that is unhealthy, you've allowed that tower to crumble. You've allowed that to fall and float away. And with the 10 of Pentacles, you're stepping to an energy right now where it's like, I'm focusing only on what's abundant to me. What can be abundant to you? Your happiness, love, career, work, anything like that. Whatever your abundance applies to is what you're focused on. And with the King of Swords, as for the outcome there, your boundaries are uptight. And they're not uptight for you to be mean to other people. You're not trying to be somebody who is, you know, an a-hole or rude or harsh or cold. You're not in any of those vibrations. You're just in a vibration of where you're completely and 110% protecting yourself from individuals who are going to try to throw you off balance. And unfortunately, we have those people in our day-to-day lives, whether they recognize what they're doing or not. Okay, so what I'm going to do here, Gemini, is I'm going to go over who you're dealing with. I'm going to take a look at how they feel towards you, what is going on with them currently. Then I'm going to take a look at how you feel towards them, what's going on currently with you, where energies are aligning throughout the second half of the month, and then the outcome for the second half of the month. So in regards to who Gemini is dealing with here, how do they feel towards Gemini, and what is going on with them currently, please? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout February 15th to the 29th. Who is the person that Gemini is dealing with? And how are they feeling towards Gemini, please? Let's take a look here. So we got here a King of Cups, we got here an Ace of Cups, we got an Eight of Pentacles, we got a Knight of Cups, we have a Lovers, we have a Four of Wands. We're looking at somebody who's wanting to be in a romantic connection with you, Wheel of Fortune, and then a Page of Cups. So there's, for some reason, my intuition's telling me take a look into what's behind the mask. I don't know what that resonates towards just yet, but we'll get into it. But in regards to who you're connecting with here, King of Cups, Ace of Cups. Person has love for you. Person wants to share that love and compassion with you. Seems like there had to have been problems though, because if there's an Eight of Pentacles to a Knight of Cups, this person wants to work on moving their love forward with you, okay? The Lovers card means they have a great connection to you. Yes, they want a romantic relationship with you, but there's something or some sort of problems that you guys have gone through that they have to heal with you. So someone here is wanting to do some healing with you and really, navigate through the problems you used to have in order to create a loving and fulfilled relationship. But Wheel of Fortune to the Page of Cups, they're wanting to know, is that going to happen? Is there going to be a turnaround between me and Gemini? Is Gemini going to give this a shot? So what's under the mask? What happened in the past between Gemini and this person? Seven of Wands. Seven of Cups. There you go. Give me one more card. Empress card. Oh, shit. Eight of Swords as well came out. So Gemini, you could have been connecting with somebody. I just want to point this out there. This isn't going to resonate to all the Geminis, but there could be a specific Gemini out there. For example, someone could have gotten you pregnant and walked away, because the Empress card could represent pregnancy. So there could have been somebody who impregnated you and walked away, or vice versa. You could have impregnated somebody and they walked away. Okay, that situation could have been here, which definitely makes you feel super deceived and totally like I can't trust this person. They made you feel abandoned. But the overall point is that this person did make you feel abandoned, because with the Seven of Wands to the Seven of Cups and paired with the Empress card, they felt like they could grow with somebody else rather than grow with you. And that's what led you to believe, okay, you're not a part of my abundance then. So when this person originally felt like you were not the one they're supposed to grow with, they went somewhere else, and you sat back and said, okay, you're not a part of my abundance. You allowed this connection to fade out. You allowed this connection to crumble. Now, the thing about Mercury retrograde is that it tends to bring back old love. It tends to bring back unfinished business, per se, if you want to point that out here. But I don't feel like you have any interest in that unfinished business. This person over here has completely had a turnaround. They've had a 360 or a 180, with that Wheel of Fortune. They've went from looking for their own happiness and growth in other people with the Seven of Cups, and they've come to a place where they've done a complete 180 and felt like they can find that happiness and growth with you once again. So someone here has a deep regret, and they really want to work on showing you that they have love for you, and they really want to work on bringing that love back. Someone here is trying to revive old love, but I just don't feel like you're in that position. You're way too focused on what your abundance is. And with the Tower card here, you allowed this to fall and crumble. So I feel like you're in a space right now, Gemini, where you can't give things second chances if they already didn't work out in the first place. In regards to how Gemini is feeling towards this person throughout the second half of the month, let's take a look. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout February 15th through the 29th. How does Gemini feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Gemini during this time? Okay, you got here Five of Cups. So definitely there's a lot of disappointment here. And I also feel like a big part of the disappointment isn't just for the fact of what happened in the past, The disappointment is the fact that they're back. The reason why I think that disappointment is present in you is because it was like, really? You couldn't see how great of a person I was back then, or how worthy I was for you to stay with me back then. But the moment that I'm really focusing on creating beautiful things in my life, now you want to return. I think that's where you became very disappointed, because this person returns when things are going well in your life. And that's something that's very upsetting to you. Okay, but in regards to how Gemini feels towards this person and what's going on with Gemini, please, throughout the second half of the month, let's take a look here. Okay, so first card out was the Five of Cups. Now you have the Six of Wands. You have here the Four of Cups. You got the Queen of Cups. You have the Six of Cups. You have the Nine of Swords. You have the Queen of Wands, and then you have the Temperance card. So you've been through a lot in order to purge out this connection. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords. You've been through a lot to purge out this connection. You know, with the Five of Cups to the Six of Wands, even though it disappoints you that this person's back, you still feel so much more successful without them. So I feel like with that Six of Wands, you're like, I feel successful without you. I'm ready for things that only align in my highest of good. And with the Four of Cups to the Queen of Cups, you're in a position right now where you don't necessarily know if you want to take that love that you once had and revived it. Because the Four of Cups, this is you looking back or looking down at the Three of Cups, right? This is you looking back into the past and reflecting on your old relationship, and you feel like you've just put that love behind you. And at the end of the day here, Six of Cups to the Nine of Swords, when you do reflect to the past, Gemini, you're not having very good memories. You more so have really negative memories. So it's like, how am I going to get over those negative memories that has happened between me and this person and just pretend like they didn't exist and be able to move forward with them? You find that impossible. But the thing is that this person, after you've gone through all the healing, after you've really let them go when they made you feel like you weren't good enough for them, you finally tapped into your beautiful confidence, right? Because the Queen of Wands is that energy of being very confident, being very happy and proud on who you are, expressing yourself to the fullest, expressing yourself to the max. So remember, this person rejected you, and that rejection was there for a reason. And I think that rejection really helped boost your inner confidence and really made you think, okay, well, if this is not meant to be in alignment with me, then something else is. So with the Temperance card here, all the way paired to the Queen of Wands, you did a lot of healing, but you also came to a huge recollection that the Tower is always working in your favor. When things are breaking away from your life, that is for other things to be in order, for other things to come into alignment for you. So with Mercury coming around this time, I think you automatically recognize, no, this is something that's probably not lasting. This is something that is just coming back up in my reality to see if I've changed. And you have changed. And I think you recognize that 100%. Because Mercury will bring back an old flame and old love to see if you've really made the changes and if you've really healed. And it will, usually do that to see, do you really still have feelings for this person? Do you still want a second chance with this person, etc.? But like I said, you're looking for things that bring balance into your life. You don't think this is going to bring balance into your life? Definitely not. With somebody coming back around with their feelings going into a 180 and, suddenly wanting to reestablish a relationship with you and really work on things with you, that's not going to bring a lot of balance into your life. You more so feel like that's going to bring conflict in your life. And the reason why I say that is because there were so many things that were unspoken. There's so more healing you'd have to do with this person in order to get this relationship to reconcile. And I don't think you want to give this reconciliation a chance. Because you already know it would throw you off balance trying to fight for something again that was lost so easily before. So I think this scares you to try to give it a second chance, and I just don't think that you have it left in you. I don't think that what's not there, especially Gemini, is the faith. I don't think you have any faith in this working out as well. Okay? So you're really putting a lot of trust into the universe here. Now, in regards to where energies are aligning between Gemini and this person, let's take a look. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout February 15th through the 29th. Where are the energies aligning between Gemini and this person? We got here Two of Pentacles, we got here King of Wands, we got a Queen of Pentacles, and then we have a Nine of Pentacles. You're going to choose your singularity mostly, and you're definitely going to stay on your toes. Because with the Two of Pentacles to the King of Wands, once again, when you keep reflecting back to those memories, you can't get those bad memories out of your head of the way this person made you feel. They could have suddenly walked away and found somebody new. They could have suddenly walked away and, just left for, a completely different person. Maybe somebody you even knew, But the point is that you gave a lot to this connection and they just walked away and gave it all to someone else. So it just makes you feel like, how could you come back to this and come back to me and tell me you love me when you weren't even present in the relationship we had in the past? So over here, King of Wands, Two of Pentacles, it's just too much of a funky situation for you to resonate with it. And with the Queen of Pentacles, you jump into that space where you rather take care of yourself. And you rather embrace your confidence and sit and be pretty and live your best life and focus on your abundance, because whoever's meant to come next will come next. And that person who does come next will be the person who's meant to be in alignment with you. And I also feel like you're in this position right now, Gemini, too, where it's like, I've learned that if something falls out of alignment in my life, so be it. but I only have time for the things that are going to serve me in my highest of good, and I don't think that you believe this relationship or reconciliation will serve you in your highest of good. Because remember, you're only focused on what's abundant to you, on what is aligning in your highest of good. Okay? As for the overall outcome between Gemini and this person, let's take a look. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout February 15th through the 29th. What is the overall outcome between Gemini and this person? We got here Page of Wands, we got here Two of Wands, then we got here Three of Swords. So you're going to continue keeping this situation split apart. The Three of Swords, I don't think means pain in this situation. I feel like the Three of Swords means you're not reviving a heart that was already broken. You're not reviving a love that was already broken. And with the Two of Wands to the Page of Wands, yes, this person may be coming up for now, but you don't believe it for a second that they're going to be sticking around. And with the Two of Wands here, you're deciding to choose yourself. And I also feel like what's going to happen here, give me a second here, what's going to happen when Gemini rejects this person this time around? What do we got here? Eight of Wands, Magician card, 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and then the Emperor. Really? See, I don't feel something good with this person. I feel something fishy. Okay? Because when I took a look before, I was going to end off the reading actually, but I've had this gut feeling to take a look at what's going to happen when you eventually turn this person down, Gemini. So with the Eight of Wands to the Magician card, they're going to vanish. Like it didn't even matter. But then they get into a space where they're going to end up going 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands. Well, that's fine. They get into a little bit of emotional manipulation. They're like, well, you're gonna miss me. You're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret missing this opportunity with me. You know, they're gonna jump into this douchey Emperor energy. And I don't like it one bit. Aries energy here, of course, you could be connecting with one. You could be dealing with a Virgo as well. But the moment that you reject them after they've previously rejected you in the past, with the Emperor card paired with the Eight of Wands and the Magician card, they're in a space where they totally act like, you know, they're giving you a blessing. You know, oh, you should take this opportunity because I'm coming back and giving you a chance. Like you did something wrong, Gemini. That's not a vibe to be surrounded by. It's not. So that's why I felt this negative energy in the first place. And I felt like there was something behind the mask of this person because they're coming out of a place of ego, as if they're giving you a second chance or they're giving you something good here. Or they're giving you a blessing. No, that's not the case. You came back and told me that you had this 180 in feelings and emotions. That's up to me to decide, right, Gemini? That's up to you to decide. Not this person. So you're not missing no opportunities here. You already saw under the mask now, and you're going to see under their mask. It's going to be revealed to you the moment you turn them down again, you reject them again. And then you've realized, yes, Mercury, thank you for the test, and you passed that test. Because this person was not meant to be a part of my life. You have the ultimate clarity moving forward, and you realize there is more things to come into alignment with my abundance. So for the people that are meant to be in my life, that are really going to push me forward on a beautiful and amazing path, they will come forward next. But it will not be this person from the past, okay? So I'm sorry for getting a little bit too serious here, Gemini. I'm not trying to get too serious, but this person's vibe, I didn't like it. I didn't like it from the start. Very egotistical kind of vibrations coming off this person, and a big mask under all this 180, they still love for you kind of thing. I don't see that present. Yeah, they may have caught a feeling or reminisced and felt like they still had feelings and emotions, but the way they go about it is so wrong, and it is so negative, and I don't like the way they went about it at all, okay? But nonetheless here, Gemini, what's broken is broken. You're not fixing a damaged relationship. You're not fixing a damaged heart. You're not trying to revive old love. You're simply leaving it be, because you recognize that when that tower falls, it wasn't meant to be rebuilt. It was meant to be rebuilt with somebody else, period, okay? And you were the one who was supposed to pick up the pieces, not pick up the pieces for anybody else. So nonetheless here, Gemini, you're not giving this person any sorts of second chances. You're really out here right now doing good, living your best life and keeping yourself focused on what is creating happiness, positivity, and beautiful things in your life. For some of you here, you may be into law of attraction right now, so you could be conscious creating is what they call it, manifesting things on a day-to-day basis, really manifesting your best life, and if so, God bless you, okay? But nonetheless here, man, what's important to you is your pentacles, and that doesn't just correlate to career and finance, it correlates to the happiness that reigns over your life, and this person was not going to bring it for you. Therefore, you made the right decision to be withdrawn from them and to turn them down this time around, okay? So nonetheless, Gemini, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, let me know down in the comments down below. Take care. Have a fantastic, awesome, and amazing rest of your February, and I will catch you guys in March 2020, all right? Peace. Much love, guys.